Hey everyone, welcome back to Learn and Grow. If you're new here, I just made my YouTube debut, so I am super excited to share this with you. Today, we learn about classes and objects in Java, a core concept that's essential for every Java programmer. So, let's get started. Let's start with class. Think of a class as a blueprint or a plan. It defines the structure of something, but by itself, it's not a real thing. For example, a car class, that is a blueprint of a car, or a student class, which shows a blueprint of a student, or a blueprint of a house, or a blueprint of a book. So they are not real things, they are just a plan. So from these blueprints, we actually build real things which are called as objects. So, what did we understand? So, this class is a blueprint or template to create something, and that something is called as object. So, it signifies the design of object, and it states what data an object can hold and the way it behaves. Let's understand this line in some time. Let's come to objects. So, what we have understood is this object is an instance of a class. That is, it is derived from class and it is a real time entity. Okay, let's actually see example so that you understand it much better. This shows the blueprint of a house and an actual house. Okay, now let's understand few more things. So this class has two main members, the properties and behavior. Properties are the variables that store data, and behaviors are the methods that define what the object can do. Think of a blueprint of a house that we saw. So that blueprint was nothing but the class, the plan that defined what house will have and how it should work. Now, a constructed house built from this blueprint is the object, and each house built from the same blueprint is a separate object. That means we can build multiple objects from this single blueprint. Okay, now let's focus on the part of the house. Let's say a door. A door is an object itself. It has properties like color or size, and it also has behaviors like open and close. So that is what we have just understood little bit about the members in the class by considering the example of door. It has some properties and it has some functionality, that is the method. The door's color and size are variables, and open and close are the actions, that is, they are methods. This shows how a class contains property and behavior, and the objects use them in real life. So, a very important term to know is that each object has its own value for the variables. So, the example that we took earlier, the example of a car, this car can have different objects. I mean, this car can be n number of cars. It could be my car or my friend's car or my sister's car, whatever. So these are the different types of objects that we create from a single blueprint or a template called class. Let's also understand let's understand the syntax now. So the syntax of the class, it says that class name, and then we have a class body inside the braces. And syntax of object is by using a new keyword. So new and then class name. So to understand the syntax in a better way, I have opened an Eclipse IDE, that is Integrated Development Environment. So first, to write a class, we need to create a Java project. So I'll create file, new Java project, and I'll give a simple name Java. I'll click on next and finish. Now, when you expand the Java, you'll see JRE system library and an SRC folder. When you expand the JRE system library, you will see all the classes, predefined classes, the libraries that is included in JRE, and we would be using it in later videos. Next is SRC, which has a source folder, and our class is going to be inside this. For that, first we need to create a package. This is the name of the package that I'm giving, and clicking on finish. Now the package is empty, and hence you can see here a white color. Let me add a class and show you. I'm adding a class named as car, and I'll click on finish. I'm just adding a method. Okay, now you see that it is not empty anymore, and a car class is created. This is a simple syntax of car, public class car, open braces, and then the body of the class along with close braces. Let's understand some terminologies. The curly brackets, we call it as braces. The round ones are parentheses, and the square brackets are actually called as brackets. So moving forward, we would be using these terminologies. The code inside the curly braces or the braces is called as a block. Okay, so let's get started. I am deleting all these things. We have a main method. Inside that, there's curly bracket open and close. Okay, I have entered a variable int tires is equal to 4 and string color, which I won't define it right now. As we all know that class has variables and methods, I've already added variables. Let me add a method. I'm adding a method, say display, and let's print a statement saying that the color of the car is, I will concat the variable color to this. Okay, so a class consists of variables and methods. We have two variables, we have two methods. I'm saying two because one is what we have created and the other one is the void main method that we added while creating a class. Okay, now let me create an object. So as discussed, object is created by using a new keyword, and this is how the object is created. I am going to put this new car object in some variable, say C, so that it's easy for me to access, and the data type of this is car. So car C is equal to new car. In this way we create the object. Now let's call our variables and methods through object. So let's see, the C color car, the C car will have a color, say blue, and it will also have this method in it. So yes, let's understand again. This is a car class. Int tires is equal to 4 and string color. And then we have a display method, and we are calling these methods and variables through the object that we create. I am running this program and you can see that the color of the car is blue. I'm adding some space, and yeah. So what we did in the program was we created a class called as car, which had its members, that is tires, colors, and display method. Tires and colors are the variables. And then we created a car object named as C. And this car object had its own properties, that is 4 tires and blue color and the method display. So in the similar fashion, we can create multiple objects, say object A, object B with red and black color. So that is what it means, that from a single class, we can build multiple objects, and those objects will have their own properties and behavior. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button, share and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell icon.